Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step, be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me fill myself a little bit. Let me slow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me fill myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down, I'm there in the scene. Not just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm the heir to the sea. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's a lot on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money? I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money? I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. Shake a pick, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 55. We'll see Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
Season number 101 of the NFL might have been the most unconventional yet, but we have made it through together, and now the eyes of the sporting world fall on us here tonight, as it is the night we crown a champion. And all of us here at EA Sports so proud to bring you Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's a matchup full of intrigue. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, the Ravens have done it again, champions of the AFC. Remember, they won Super Bowl 47 back in February of 2013, but had not won so much as a playoff game since then.
And remember Ravens history? begins in 1996 when the Browns moved from Cleveland and became the Baltimore Ravens. Since then, as you mentioned, they've been to the Super Bowl twice. Number 47 you mentioned, and they won that one with offense. I think they won that one 34-31. But how about Super Bowl 35 in Tampa over the Giants? That one was done with a dominant defense.
And meanwhile, for the New Orleans Saints, this is a team that's been one of the elites in the NFL the last few years with a legacy of success in the regular season. But then you think about the last three postseasons. You had the Minneapolis Miracle with Stephon Diggs go against them, and then we all remember the pass interference no call against the Rams, and followed that last season with a home loss to Minnesota. But this time, Charles, they finally made it.
And that litany of losses that you just recited, that just buckled me, but it didn't buckle this team. You just mentioned 3 years in a row, crushing losses, disappointment, and some of it wasn't their own fault. But they moved past it, and they've gotten here again. Other teams, they might have fallen apart. Not this one. They've got here, and now they got a chance to raise the Lombardi Trophy one more time.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big run that time by Murray. 64 yards on the ground. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. For the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And no one can run the football like Lamar Jackson from the quarterback position. The most dynamic guy with the ball in his hands since probably Michael Vick. Got more accurate throwing the football each and every year at Louisville. But how about this one? A first-round pick in 2017, the number 32 pick in the first round. The last guy to do that at Louisville, Teddy Bridgewater, the same exact pick when he came out.
Demario Davis there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know, but What do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again. I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Breeze's throw on target to Cook. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, 34 yards, and the Saints add on to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Now he'll pull it down. And he takes his... beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's good.
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Brings up third and
buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens nothing.
Now Jackson on first down, being chased out left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Ingram. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Jackson will throw again. Rope got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action. Now Breeze. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Murray. Latavius Murray. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they had scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Take over first and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Here's Harris to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at second down.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, 74 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen, because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Jackson now. Escaping the pressure. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Here's Harris to return it. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. So that's a great starting field position as well.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end, and now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll roll him out right. A short throw caught by Andrews. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup there. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll run on first down. Murray. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A gain of 5. They go with Murray again. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And that'll be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And it's 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Ingram. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
At the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are all tied at 28.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Taken in the end zone.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25. 35-yard line.
Latavius Murray getting set to go again. I think he's still shaking his head a little. It was his fumble on the previous drive that led to the touchdown that has us tied.
And sometimes it's worse on a runner who drops it like that to watch the other team take the ball downfield and score than maybe if they just returned it right away. You know what I mean? Because sometimes what happens that fast, you're right back out on the field. Instead, he had to watch it happen. Let's see if it affects him going forward the rest of the game.
First down.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. From the gun, he'll set up the throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Now Brees. Left side here to Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's the end.
Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Brees to throw again. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the 4th. A pivotal moment in this football game. This one into the hands of Metcalf. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson flush to his right. He'll run it. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw again, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and it's 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Marcus Davenport able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
10th carry of the game now. Murray. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 36-yard line.
Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Murray. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. Open man is the tight end Troutman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Makes the score Saints 30.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
They're on 21-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 10, a little over 50 seconds remaining. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Jackson to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. One last shot for Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And the Lombardi Trophy is...
had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This one.